Good evening, board members. So we were told on Monday that our positions were the board was going to decide whether to cut our site supervisor position, and we would be demoted to program assistants. This demotion would cut our hours in half, it would cut our pay, it would remove our benefits. The implications of not having site supervisors are a lack of accountability for our students and our staff. Not having a supervisor raises the question of safety. Students are not allowed to go to the restroom or any place on campus alone, and not having a supervisor would mean that 20 children would have to go along with the program assistant every time a student had to go. The after-school program is responsible for their own cleanup. Without a supervisor, this would cause a whole class to stay behind for up to 25 minutes while the cafeteria is being cleaned by lead staff. Paperwork. The supervisor's job is to complete attendance, snack, behavior, incident, and accident reports, along with maintaining inventory and placing supply orders, holding parent meetings, and planning a field trip. Who will be held responsible for this now? The site supervisor is always the first line of defense in any type of emergency. They are the first call to a classroom whenever a PA is out, when a student is injured, when they're first called to care for a child. When a behavior problem arises, they are responsible for student discipline, and any problem with parents are always directed to the supervisor, who will deal with these everyday issues. Removing site supervisors now would be dooming the LEAP program to fail. This year we have accomplished a lot. We have maintained our costs down by giving up field trips and other necessary expenses. We, as well as our staff, have spent our own money on supplies. As supervisors, we have been in the classrooms with the children due to not having subs or not being able to rehire PAs that have gone or were terminated. The job of a LEAP supervisor goes beyond snack reports and attendance records. We serve as a voice for our program assistants. We serve as the link between our program and the school. I interact with these ladies every day and see women that are truly dedicated and committed to their program and their students. I see ladies that put in countless hours beyond the 6 per day that we are paid for. We work together every day to provide the best program that we can, given the resources that we have to work with. If you eliminate our positions and demote us, then you will be removing an integral part of LEAP. All we ask is that you give us the opportunity to make it better.
Thank you, Ms. Reyes. After Linda Vaughn, we have Angela Bird, and Ms. Bird has to respond.
Mr. Salati, board members, Dr. Lau, each and every one of you. My concern is about the budget, the same as it is yours, but there are some things when I was looking at that presentation with the time that I had trying to glance up there and read it. There are a lot of suggestions, but what we need to see is when you're talking about number, not percentages, not the total of what the budget is going to be, if you're going to lay off, because it seems like that we keep trying to meet because we haven't negotiated anything, that what's going to happen July 1st is that we're just going to have a bunch of layoffs, and then there's nothing we can do about it but try to negotiate the effects. I would like to see figures such as these, and I know they should be able to give this to me, and please give it to me in a timely manner, not July 1st. I want to see how much money you saved when CSEA and SEIU gave up their furlough days. I want to know how much they put a dent in the budget. I want to know how much you're going to save when you eliminate all of these positions, including the teachers. You said 72. How much money is that going to constitute? Because it depends on their steps. I want to know, we have never seen what you're going to do to classify. How many custodians, how many secretaries that you're going to do away with. We need to do realistic things, such as we need to settle some of these court cases and get all these law firms out of here. We need to get rid of all of these consultants, we need to train our own, we need to get rid of Xerox, because that would be half of your 10 million right there. You got rid of the consultants, the attorneys, and Xerox.
After Ms. Bird, we have Mr. Z. After Ms. Bird, we have Mr. Z.
My name is Diane Bird. I'm a 9th grade counselor at Norwood High School, and 9th grade counselor, school site council member, LTA executive board member, and board committee member. I'm here again about 9th and 10th grade students at the high school. And the fact that so many of them are failing English and algebra, which are important components of the KC. If they don't pass those classes, they're not going to be graduating. I have a suggested proposal that I passed out to you in addition to the ones that have already been suggested, the 4x2, which we're considering. That might help as far as helping these students to be able to recover some of their credits since they didn't get summer school, which was very troubling. The main thing is the fact that students are being promoted without actually having an understanding of what it is they need for the next level. Like if they failed Algebra 1 and they go on to Geometry, they don't understand it, they're going to fail that also. Many of the students are repeated failures in the same classes. We need to do something to help remediate these classes for them so that they are successful and are able to be ready for high school graduation when they get to 11th and 12th grade with the appropriate amount of credits. And lastly, as I said, I gave you the information on that. I wanted to take issue with the word furlough that is applied to teachers. Your definition of furlough in your agenda, agenda report 9.8, page 3 or 4, says furlough days are unpaid non-work days. That's not what you ask of teachers. You ask us to come to work and not be paid. And that's not a furlough. So you shouldn't say